Hi, everyone, and welcome to our demo series webinar. Today, our topic is boosting one-to-one personalization with complex catalogs. I'm Kristen Session, Product Marketing Manager here at BlueShift, and today I'm joined by Eric Gordon, Senior Solutions Consultant. So today we're going to be talking about large, complex catalogs, and those can certainly be intimidating for marketers, so much so that we often see them falling back on batch and blast messaging. And by falling back on that type of messaging, marketers are truly missing out on so much potential for creating true one-to-one experiences for their customers. And in today's world, personalizing those experiences is no longer optional, it's expected. And with the right platform, personalizing those experiences from the rich catalogs that you have is actually made easy. Marketers can harness the power of their catalogs with customer data and AI to boost personalization, efficiency, and ROI. So today for our agenda, we'll be covering how to approach and leverage the catalog data, defining what is a complex catalog, how to create hyper-targeted customer segments using catalog-related activities and metadata, how to build automated campaigns tied to real-time product updates to target customers who are in market, how to leverage AI for simple-to-deploy product recommendation recipes that can be used across all of your channels. And then finally, we'll cover a customer example from a real-life customer who embraced their catalog complexity to deliver those personalized experiences and achieved great results. So with that, I'm going to pass it over to Eric, who will walk us through this topic.
Great. Thanks a lot, Kristen. So before we jump into the BlueShift platform, we should probably define what we mean by a complex catalog. So typically, the challenges that we're helping customers address fall into roughly three areas. The first, I'd say, is probably the ability to effectively manage a large inventory of products, oftentimes with multiple categories and in ever-changing inventory levels. For instance, one of our customers, Tradera, they're an online marketplace for sustainable goods. And they have at any given time over 295 million active listings in their catalog alone. So before BlueShift, with such a large, ever-changing inventory of auctions, they struggled to really provide one-to-one recommendations that they could use across various channels, email, as well as web and SMS. And using BlueShift now, they've been able to deliver very highly personalized messages based upon the various auctions that their customers have viewed, that they bid upon, and oftentimes, more importantly, that they bid upon and they've lost. So with this level of personalization now, they've seen over 130% increase in sales utilizing these types of recommendations. Now, the second area is the ability to manage multiple catalogs as well as handle interdependencies between the catalogs and the various products within each catalog. So another example here is another one of our customers, Zumper. Now, they're a full-service rental platform. And they have multiple catalogs that they utilize within BlueShift, a catalog of buildings, as well as a catalog of various listings of rentals in buildings, as well as neighborhoods. And so with the ability to manage these multiple catalogs and interdependencies, they are able now to easily recommend either other buildings that a potential rentee might be interested in based upon the amenities of that building, or specific amenities of a specific individual floor plan and other buildings, or that they might be interested in, or other properties as well. So being able to deliver this kind of more tailored experience has led to an almost 400% increase in their lead submissions. And then final area is really beyond just being able to relate products to other products, we can also relate how products may be related to something you know about your customer. So for our final example here, one of our customer, carparts.com, as you can imagine, they're an online auto parts retailer. They also manage multiple catalogs, catalog of vehicles, catalog of inventory of parts that they sell, but also a catalog of blog content that they produce that they're able to then provide to their customers details about interesting articles based upon cars that individuals have placed on their user profile. They consider that a vehicle in their garage. So as their customers are purchasing parts for those vehicles, they can then provide more relevant content to them, as well as product recommendations based upon the vehicles they own and the parts and vehicles that they're searching for on site. And so again, here are just a few examples of complex catalogs. So now let's jump into Blue Shift and we'll discover how we can help customers like these take advantage of the complexity of their catalogs. All right, so I'm going to start here in our catalog import screen. And this is probably not the sexiest screen, but the idea here is just to provide you an idea of that there are multiple ways in which to synchronize your catalog, including multiple file transfer options, the ability to automatically pull directly from Snowflake, or to automatically synchronize with a Shopify site, as well as we provide a full set of RESTful APIs to create, manage, and update your catalog. But no matter how you choose to synchronize your catalog, what's most important is our approach to catalog data. So besides being designed to scale with large catalogs, product data is treated in Blue Shift just like we treat a customer. And so you're able to bring in an unlimited number of attributes that you can import, and then you're able to ingest all of that rich data about your products that you may have so that you can use that for segmentation and personalization. So here we have a great example of what a complex catalog product might look like. So as you can see here, we have a number of kind of standard attributes, including multiple categories that something might be related to, as well as then a number of custom attributes that are specific to this property. So this example, of course, is a rental listing. And so all of that rich data can be brought in. And so no matter how complex your products are, Blue Shift can help easily ingest all of these various products and all of the attributes, and then more importantly, allow you as a marketer to take advantage of all of this rich data. So how do we do that? What can we do for you? First off, let's take a look. We're going to start looking at a customer profile here. And here we have an example of a customer of an online electronics retailer. So as we are capturing all this activity, we're able to identify all of the activity related to the products, things such as adding to a wish list, liking, purchasing. And all of these events we're constantly evaluating to determine the affinity each customer might have towards specific categories of products or brands of products if you sell multiple brands. So these are done in real time and continually automated and updated. Once everything is in, though, how do you take advantage of all of that to drive more personalized segmentation as well as personalization at scale? So what we're going to do here is we're going to jump into our segment builder. And for this example, we're going to be looking at an online book retailer. So in our segmentation tool, you'll notice over on the left, you have access to all of the various data that we have available that you can bring in for your customer. So it can be simply user attributes, your messaging engagement, those user affinities that we were discussing, any recent activity, lifetime activity, and more importantly, also in this case here, catalog activity. So for our example here, we've got an online retailer, and she's got a new book coming out, and it's specifically looking to highlight a new mystery novel that's being released. And she feels it will resonate with her older readers who typically buy either classics or mystery novels. So far, let's see what she's done. So she's taken first her messaging attributes, and she's highlighting individuals who've at least clicked within the last 30 days into any of their email campaigns, making sure she's targeting people who are engaged, keeping her deliverability high by not sending messages to individuals who may not be engaged. Second, she's going into her user attributes. And again, she's looking for a little bit older audience, so people over the age of 30 for her target audience. And next, she's incorporating in her user affinities here. So in this case here, she's looking at people who have, in the past, have an affinity for either mystery novels, or general classics. But as she's evaluating this, she's actually been looking more around wanting to highlight individuals who've also purchased from specific authors. Okay, so this is really where the catalog activity comes in. So she's going to dive into her catalog activity. She'll have access to all of the events related to products. In this case, she's going to choose a purchase, maybe a frequency of at least twice. And then she can go in, and because we have access to all of the attributes around products, she can come in and say, specifically looking for individuals who have purchased from a specific author. And then she can come in and choose some specific authors. Let's say it's John Steinbeck, and maybe Jack London is the other one she's interested in. And she can easily add these in. All right, so now, because we have both access to all of this rich data about how the customer is interacting with the products, and we have all of the rich attributes around the products, this customer is able to, or this marketer is able to easily create those hyper-targeted audiences that are most important for her. So we've seen one example of how Blueshift allows a marketer to take advantage of their complex catalog and any of the attributes around the inventory so that she can build those hyper-targeted segments. But for marketers who have a large, ever-changing inventory, Blueshift can also automate finding audiences for products based upon changes in the inventory itself. So such as a low inventory level, a back in stock, or maybe a price reduction. Okay, so let's see an example of that. So here we are in our campaign builder, and this is where within a campaign builder, you can build multi-channel or omni-channel campaigns, and they can be hyper-personalized. In this case here, we have a very simple, straightforward example. We have an event that is triggering our journey, in this case here, a low inventory event. And simply what we're going to be doing at this low inventory event is sending either an email or an SMS, and it will be filtered and determined based upon a user's affinity for a specific channel. And again, this is something that Blueshift will automatically evaluate for each user to determine what is the channel they're most likely to engage. All right, so pretty simple, straightforward, and it is for the most part. And really though, what makes it so simple is that Blueshift makes it easy to automatically determine who should receive this message. And so let's take a look at how that works. This is done through what we call derived events. Okay, and because Blueshift is intimately aware of both your catalog and your users' interactions, when there are changes in the inventory or the price, Blueshift can identify those customers most interested in the changes. So in this case here, price change, the inventory level drops to a certain amount. Blueshift can then evaluate all of the users who have interacted with that specific product, whether that's their liking, they're doing a favorite, they add it to a cart, they simply view it, but most importantly, they don't purchase. So those individuals then will automatically have an event generated for each of those users specific to the product that they had engaged with, and then be placed into that automated campaign. So once they're in that campaign, then they're going to receive a message that's very specific to the product that they're most interested in. So really what this allows you as a marketer to do is get away from that common kind of batch and blast announcement of, hey, don't miss out on our new markdowns. Okay, well then I need to go in, see what it's about. Instead, we can automate for you targeting individuals with offers around the products that they've shown interested in, they're most likely in market, and then most importantly, more likely to convert. And of course, all of this is done automatically for you as a marketer. The final way in which Blueshift help marketers take advantage of the complexity of their catalog is in the power of our recommendations capability. In an upcoming presentation, we'll be providing a deep dive into our recommendations studio and our recommendation recipes and how these can be used effectively across all our channels. But as a sneak peek, let's take a quick look at what we offer. So here we are in the Blue Shift recommendation studio. Here you can see over 80 plus recommendation recipes that Blue Shift provides out of the box. And these are all across a number of different verticals. And these include both standard recipes that you would see in most platforms, but also a number of advanced recipes that allow you as a marketer to truly take advantage of the complexity of your catalog and the rich data that you can collect about your users. So one example of this is one that here, items matching a user attribute. And so in this more advanced recommendation, we can provide product recommendations that are made based upon an item attribute matching specific attributes stored on the user profile. So again, going beyond that simple product to product recommendation, but something more personal around what you know and what that user has provided to you about who they are. Now, these recipes come predefined with all the parameters set up. So as a marketer, deploying them is really just a matter of choosing them and then adding them to your specific campaign. Great, easy to do, but beyond that, Blue Shift does provide additional power to you as a marketer by allowing you to customize each of the settings around exclusions of products, filtering of products, and how those are sorted and outputted, really providing you a level of sophistication that no other vendor in the market provides when it comes to recommendations. And the best thing is, if there's a specific need that's not covered in one of our out-of-the-box recipes, our team can work with you to easily create a customized recipe to take advantage of your specific catalog attributes. So you can easily extend upon this and take advantage of the power of the platform. All right, so now that you've had a chance to see all of what Blue Shift provides to help you as a marketer take advantage of a complex catalog that you might have, let's wrap up by taking a look at one of the customers I mentioned earlier, and that's carparts.com. Now, again, so when CarParts came to us, they were really struggling with getting beyond that batch and blast. They were doing some personalized content, but there was a real heavy reliance on their IT team to get that information into the system so that they could deliver that. So they wanted to be able to take advantage of a catalog of vehicles that's roughly over 4 million, about 1.5 million in parts, and then also a catalog of content. And so being able to use Blue Shift to bring that all together, they've been able to increase the amount of personalized content that they're delivering by about 130%, incorporating in blog content, product recommendations, and really what they've been able to see, the results of that is over a 400% click-through rate using that personalized recommendations, which on itself is pretty impressive. But more importantly to them, they were able to do that while still eliminating about 50 hours of engineering resources that they were dependent upon in the past. So this is just one example of how Blue Shift is helping our customers really take advantage, not shy away from, but take advantage of their complex catalogs to drive truly highly personalized content on a one-to-one basis. So thanks for spending the time. And with that, I'll hand it back to you, Kristen.
Great. Thanks, Eric, and great stuff. It's really awesome to see like the full life cycle of what marketers can really do just from their catalog data, you know, from segmentation to personalization to orchestration, really great stuff. And it's also awesome to see the results and impacts that it has, especially on efficiency and ROI, plus how marketer friendly it is. As a marketer myself, I can appreciate that. So thanks again for everyone for joining today. If you want to learn more, you can visit blueshift.com/contact us to talk to a Blue Shift expert. And if you want to learn more about some of the awesome stories that Eric mentioned from Tradera, CarParts, or Zumper, you can also find those full case studies on our website. With that, that's all we have for you guys today. So thanks again, and we'll see you next time.